ध्यान होता है कृष्ण कॉन्शियस, वो तुरंत हट जाता है. So such people then becomes very difficult to stay strongly connected to Krishna consciousness. That's why we avoid such kind of distraction. So the strength of a devotee is that how much he can say no when the distraction comes. When the Maya comes, then he is able to say no. That much is somebody who is very weak in Krishna consciousness cannot say no to Maya. Immediately he is distracted. Like, you can see also while chanting Hare Krishna, so many distraction comes. Somebody comes and sits, or somebody opens the door, something happens, or something falls off. Or, so we can see different devotees' reaction. कुछ गिर जाता है तो माला छोड़ के वही देखने लगते क्या गिर गया, कौन गिराया, कैसे गिरा. अभी कुछ लेना देना है नहीं. But then leaving aside chanting Hare Krishna, you get into that whole thing. So that is the distraction. So that shows that we are very beginner in Krishna consciousness. So there was the Janak Maharaj who was sitting in Bhagavatam, and the soldiers came and they told that Maharaj, आपके पैलेस को आग लग गई. महाराज बोले ठीक है ना, फिर मंत्री को बोलो आग बुझाने के, मैं आ रहा हूँ, ये भागवतम जैसे खत्म हो जाएगा मैं आता हूँ. So that is what devotees are. That whatever happens in this whole world, they are not distracted. Even to such personal thing happens that his home is on fire. He said that मैं आके क्या करूँगा वहाँ पे, ये तो जो करना है वो कर रहे हैं, तो करने दो उनको, मैं आता हूँ. Like that. So one has to be very careful in such kind of distraction. The distraction increases as we go more close to. Now till now devotees are studying in colleges and things like that. Still the distractions are less. Once you are on job, there is money in the pocket, nobody is there to watch. अब क्या कर रहे हो, कहाँ जा रहे हो, क्या सुन रहे हो, किससे बात कर रहे हो. Then you can do anything practically. You are like full freedom. And that's how Maya catches, by giving you full freedom. And then Maya says that till now you couldn't enjoy because you're not free. Now you can enjoy. And that's how we can see that till 12th people are very pious because they are at home under their parents. First year they come here, all bad habits starts. Watching pornography, or going around and looking for girls. All that thing starts because he feels that अब तक मैं कर नहीं सका. Now who is there to see? Like that. So similarly, in spiritual life also, when we are very nicely under devotees' care in choice, that is naturally we are behave like devotees. But then when we are alone, when we are having more freedom, then it is important that how we behave. So here she was distracted in unnecessarily meddling and playing with these two glowing objects, and that became the trouble. Yeah. So how the thing is, many times the material nature is like that. This even this can happen, like in one of the choice we were seeing that two devotees were there. They took new this Android phone. They were not knowing how to operate, and then by chance both of them they downloaded some apps which were not they were adult apps. It was not like their intention. वो बहुत आते रहता है ना, ये करो ये भी डाउनलोड है, this one. So without knowing that what is this, they downloaded it, and then so many messages were coming, and then they were seeing also. So after almost 2-3 months, they kind of regretted that somehow it happened. We were not wanting to watch this pornography, but then हमको ही पता नहीं चला वो कैसे आ गया. So now who is at fault? Nobody is at fault, right? उनका भी इच्छा नहीं था उनका, डाउनलोड हो गया. Who is at fault?
They don't know how to use them. They should ask.
Yes.
If they don't know, then before using that thing, they should understand from others, so that they will not get into that.
Yeah. So they only had to be blamed actually. Without understanding properly, they are trying to meddle. So then it becomes difficulty when we are on the ground of Maya, we should not take things cheaply. We should not think that okay, things are safe. That is like a battle only. So generally what happens is, you have seen this in the war, when the tank goes on, in front of tank one soldier is there who is like going like this. You have seen it. He's almost under the tank, and then he goes on, practically he crawls on the ground. पता नहीं आपने देखा होगा नहीं. You know why he does like that?
Because of that landmines.
हाँ.
Opposite party.
Generally कैसे होता है कि opposing party puts landmines. Landmines means bombs रहता है underground, छुपा के रखते हैं, 2 फीट अंदर रहता है वो. उसके ऊपर 100 किलो से ज्यादा कोई भी जाएगा तो वो फूट जाएगा. So that is only made for these tanks. तो टैंक उसके ऊपर जाएगा तो the tank will be blasted into pieces. So then the tank has to be very carefully go, so that one person, he is just seeing that यहाँ पे कुछ गड्ढा दिख रहा है क्या खोदा हुआ. अगर वो खोदा हुआ दिखता है तो बोलता है रुको थोड़ा. Then he goes personally, digs it, and then he finds, then he dismantles it, and then he again goes ahead. So like that. Otherwise, if you go, then it's like all the tanks will be finished. So similarly, when we are in the area of Maya, we also have to be very careful not to walk on the vine. So what it means is that to the degree we take all precautions, then Krishna will save us. Unnecessarily, we should not get into like, why I'm telling this. This is, although we know it, but then the way this Sukanya, somehow by mistake, by ignorance, she went into trouble. Right? One boy only from South India, one of our choice only, he was found dealing with one Mataji for 5 months. He was on phone preaching her and things like that. So when it was asked that, क्या चल रहा है आपका, माताजी preaching चालू किया क्या? नहीं बोला क्या है वो. That Mataji was having some depression problem, and that Mataji was in the same team. So because of some home problem or something, she was in depression. So this devotee, who is chanting 16 rounds, everything nice, wanted to help that Mataji. That so then this devotee gifted a Bhagavad Gita to her, and then he was asking, "आप पढ़ रहे हो क्या?" Then she used to ask, "ये समझ नहीं रहे." तो फिर वो उनको MMC लेता था उनका, और फिर MMC से चालू हुआ। फिर चालू हुआ MMC से 6 महीने बाद वो डिवोटी बोल रहा था, उसको प्रपोज भी किया, फिर हम शादी करेंगे। चालू हुआ भगवद गीता गिफ्टिंग देने से, वो अपने आप को ही गिफ्ट कर दिया उसको। So the material world is like that. This is just
वहाँ पर ऑलरेडी है, आपको भी बोला है तो होगा
कहाँ पे
ऑलरेडी
वहाँ पे मतलब कहाँ पे
चॉइस सही सिटी में
आहिर सर के पास है या वहाँ पे है रूम में है?
आयर सर के पास है,
आहिर सर के पास है। Okay, so this is called as without properly understanding, we get into trouble like that. So how you deal with people whom you are helping, whom you are talking, and all that things has to be very properly taken care. Specifically when you are going now in job and other things like that. So you have to be careful. Radheshyam Prabhu was giving that example that in Pune, one boy was there, and generally we find that the Matajis, they are always looking for some good boys, because they know that boys are spoiled nowadays. They are like smoking, drinking, having so many other girlfriends. So the girl also wants that some good boy should be there whom she can marry. And specifically, devotee boys are there. They are like good target for them, because they are very, kind of good habits wale. So one Mataji, she started approaching this devotee boy, and then devotee boy was not very much interested. So she used to tell all the problems she's facing and this and that, and she used to message SMSs that I'm facing this problem. Can you please help me? Then he will say that, oh, okay, what can I do? This that. So they had some interactions like that, and then in between she will ask also, is it possible that we can marry? Vagara, vagara. So then after some while, that girl went and told to the manager only that this boy, we are having affair, and he is also sending the messages and things like that. Me. So then manager asked कि क्या चल रहा है आपका? तो बोला मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Then she showed all the SMSs, and that lady was blackmailing this boy that देखो आप शादी नहीं करेंगे तो यहाँ से निकाल देंगे आपको. मैनेजर बहुत गुस्सा हो गया. So then he came and asked Radheshyam Prabhu that अभी क्या करने गए? मैं तो फंस गया ऐसे. अच्छा बोलो वो निकाल देने से पहले ही आप छोड़ दो कंपनी, दूसरी कंपनी में जाओ. So that day only he gave the resignation. He went to other companies. बोले तुम क्यों निकालेंगे हमको, मैं जाता हूँ. So there will be many such kind of distraction when we are practicing Krishna consciousness. Specifically, major distractions are this: money and woman. When you have money in your hand, the intelligence becomes polluted. We start feeling that okay, then I can buy anything, I can do anything like that. So when you have money in your pocket, some friends they say that party दे दो, तो लगता है कि दे सकते हैं, अभी पैसा भी है. So all the temptations becomes come class is going on, job का करना है, come. So उनको जाने के लिए दे दो. Shit.
Students and second.
Okay. Okay, now it is 4:40. Okay. So she was get into that hole, although she was not kind of wanting to, but then she was trapped by her own ignorance, like that. But the problem is the ignorance is no excuse. You can't say that गलती हो गया, sorry, but then you have to pay for it. Okay, now it is already 4:40. Can we take off? When we started?
Started 3:40.
Okay, anybody has any comments, questions?
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, you are talking about being sensitive towards Mataji in office scenarios. So now in company scenarios, it is very like the association is there always. Conversations at least are there in online, and when offline things will start, it will be there because sometimes mentors are assigned Mataji's only. So how we can manage?
No, first thing is that you should never become casual. You should never laugh, joke. That type of relation should not be there. Asking how are you? Yesterday I did not see you. Where you had gone? कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. Honestly, we should not socialize. So generally that's how in companies happen. वो लड़के लड़की पूरा घुल मिल जाते हैं, as if like friends only. सब पूछते हैं क्या खाते हो तुम, क्या अच्छा लगता है, ये संडे को कहाँ जा रहे हो, कहाँ रहते हो. So and then both are wanting to come close, so they talk like that. So just because that kind of atmosphere is there, we should not get into such kind of thing like that. So nowadays I still remember one of our brahmachari. It's very nice brahmachari. So when he was working, so the boys they used to kind of talk, and then girls were also there. So they understood that ये भक्त है और ये थोड़ा अलग रहता है, हमारे साथ खाता नहीं है, चाय कॉफी नहीं पीता है. So just to tease him, once one girl, when all the team is there, 5-6 boys were there, 5-6 girls were there, he was there. In front of everybody, that one girl asked him that आपने कभी अफेयर किया है क्या? Have you had any girlfriend till date? So he was like kind of and everybody was laughing. The girls were laughing, boys were also laughing. And so he was. So, those, that was natural for him. He said that Mataji, we had no such kind of things. So when he said like that, Mataji, so other people are laughing so loudly. So he was telling that afterwards, that lady was called by everybody Mataji only. She became Mataji in the whole company. Everybody was calling her Mataji. So he was telling that many times such kind of situations we come across. Point is this only, day after day, month after month, we have to be honest. We should not give an excuse. अभी मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, ये सिचुएशन में तो कौन क्या कर सकता है. So this is one of the very good reason to get into Maya. कि क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं मतलब बहुत सारे लोगों ने बहुत कुछ किया है, इसलिए कि क्या कर सकते हैं, करने के लिए बहुत है, लेकिन so the thing is that we don't become casual at any time when things are basically how the thing is.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah, so what it means to be casual, I still remember we had gone to one seminar on japa. His Holiness Loknath Maharaj gave that. He was telling that sincerely somebody chanting, how you know that somebody is chanting sincerely? He said that if other person feels very uncomfortable to go and ask him anything, or उसको लगना चाहिए कि अरे इसको डिस्टर्ब करूं क्या मैं, इतना अच्छा जब कर रहा है. So अगर उसको लग रहा है कि ये ऐसे ही है तो पूछ सकते हैं, इसको कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ऐसे ही चल रहा है, हाँ ऑलरेडी वो देख रहा है 10 चीजें, तो ये भी पूछ लेता हूँ कि चाबी कहाँ रखा है. कोई आएगा पूछेगा ये टोमेटो कितने बचे हैं, कोई पूछेगा कि प्रसाद में क्या है आज. So when he chanting in such a way that others feel invited कि आ जाओ मैं खाली हूँ अभी, कुछ है क्या. Somebody chanting and then somebody comes looking for something. Some people are so enthusiastic, they leaving aside one's own chanting, they कुछ करना है क्या, कुछ ढूंढना है क्या, देखना है कुछ, तुमको कौन बोला है, तुम जब करो ना तुम्हारा. So sometimes we are, when you behave like that, then everybody knows, okay, ये कभी भी इनको पूछ सकते हैं, जब करते समय भी खाली रहते हैं, anything you can do. So when you are kind of outside world also, outside people, when they see your very strong kind of behavior, then they will not unnecessarily come and distract you. If you allow them, then they will come and disturb you. Right? So in the beginning only we keep things in such a way that they know that ये इसको ज्यादा बोल के भी कुछ फायदा नहीं, ये ऐसे ही है. So we keep our status like that, then we'll be saved from many. ठीक है.
Yes, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. So can we end here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because these things has to be reminded again and again. Now things are getting offline, so one more reminder is needed. It is not that something new we are hearing, but then the point is that in material world we keep forgetting it. So it needs refreshment, whatever. Okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki.